What's going on, everybody? Happy Thursday. Got something wild to share you guys. So over the last about 3 weeks or so, things have kind of shifted for me. I was posting a lot about rapture type dreams, a little bit about tribulation, but this has been tribulation overload. So I'm going to kind of summarize a couple dreams from the last week or two, and then talk about what I experienced last night. So the last few weeks or so, it's really been a lot about like fiery red-orange sky, to where the sky completely changes. I'm with friends, I'm with family. There's a lightning hitting the streets. There's what looks like lava coming out of the ground, and where the lava's coming out, it's also lightning. Tornadoes coming out of the sky, touching down on buildings. Just wild indeed. In those dreams, there really hasn't been any fear, even though I'm seeing it and observing it, and also seeing from a distance. It's more of like a perspective dream. Also, in a lot of those dreams, I'm seeing cities. So overlooking water, and then a city in the background, and then all this weather unfolding. So let's fast forward to last night. I'm in a car with somebody. I don't know who she was. In the dream, I know who she was, but looking now, I don't know who she was. In the car, and then there's this, what looks like an explosion. I don't hear anything, but an explosion with colors, and the shape of the explosion is really unexplainable. Nothing like I've ever seen. So as I see that, I get out of the car, and then there are fireballs coming out of the sky, coming down like, I don't know if you want to say a comet on fire or almost like a missile, but just balls of fire coming down and hitting the earth. And you don't know where it's coming from. You don't know where it's you don't know where it's gonna hit or land. Really just wild. Another interesting thing about this was, after this had happened, it was almost like I fast forwarded to watching it on TV and seeing it on shows, and even to the specific detail of it being on Jimmy Kimmel, which I don't ever watch any of those type of shows. But the news and this Jimmy Kimmel show were talking it down like it was just, oh, it was a really interesting experience. Look at this, it's amazing. This fireballs coming out of the sky. Space is so interesting. It's, we've been here for forever, millions and millions of years. I guess eventually something like that has to happen with weather. Totally downplaying what happened. But I remember saying in that dream, and remember people running around and freaking out, just saying, wow, this is really happening. In the dream, it really, really felt real. That was one of the first times that I've experienced this and actually had that reaction, like, wow, this is really happening. And then shortly after that, I wound up going to a home of one of my friends, a woman deep in her faith and follower of Christ, who also has had plenty of experiences. So again, just praying for understanding, praying for discernment in the messages that I'm getting in these dreams. But again, I do feel that these dreams are not just random and for no reason. Like I've said before, I wouldn't have had any of these dreams a couple of years ago. All of a sudden, it's just picking up rapidly, faster and faster. So if you have anything like this to share from recent dreams, please share, post, comment, like. Thank you so much, and God bless.